Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am talking about the Holly Audley divination decks. These are cute little oracle decks, and I just got my order in, I think the end of last week, and I've really been enjoying using these. So I thought I'd show them off a little bit because they are too cute. So first of all, they are adorable and small. And when I placed my order, I ordered some little stickers. This one was a little extra sticker that was given in my order. And I also ordered these little fortune cards, which are just really fun. So these are little scratch off fortunes. So you can ask your question. They look like the Laurel Grove South deck, which I'll show in a moment, but you ask your yes or no question and scratch for your answer. And I haven't used them yet, but I just thought they were adorable and I thought I'd show them off. I'm a big fan of moths and especially Luna moths, so I really enjoyed that. I had to pick those up. Also, this one came for free. It's a little thank you, like kind of business card size, and this one also can be used the same way. You ask your question. That was a little freebie that came with my order, which I thought was adorable. And I have them all there in this cute little envelope, so whenever I'm ready to use them, they'll be good to go. So these decks are playing card size in little magnetic flip boxes. And let me move the boxes out of the way. These are the backs of the cards. They both have a beautiful gold edge. And they both come with a little book. The Bonaventure Cemetery deck, I think, was the first one that came out. And the Laurel Grove South Cemetery deck is the newer one. I like both of the backings, but I like the Laurel Grove South a little bit better because it's reversible. And this one is not reversible, but it's still super adorable. The Laurel Grove South deck also came with some notable people from the cemetery. So this is kind of a neat little thing that I enjoyed. This says, Black history is Savannah's history, and without it we wouldn't be the city we love. On these cards are a few short facts for only a small number of people buried at Laurel Grove South Cemetery that made great contributions. So this happened to arrive in February. It's February now when I'm filming this. It's Black History Month, so I thought it was, you know, just kind of especially cool that this came to me at this time. And so I've read through these and I kind of noted some of the names that I wanted to look up more information on those people. That was just a nice little extra in that deck. I'm not going to go through and do a full walkthrough on these just because I glanced around YouTube before I made this and people have already kind of done that. So I was just going to kind of show the art a little bit on these decks. Another thing that the Bonaventure, I don't remember if there's one of these in the Laurel Grove deck, but the Bonaventure deck came with this cute little thank you card, like sort of like a title card. And whenever I get decks that have cute title cards that blend nicely in with the art within the deck, I just throw them in and make up, you know, my own meaning to go. Like sometimes they're like a wild card, but I use them. And this one is super adorable. Like the only thing that kind of tells you that it's maybe not part of the deck itself is that it doesn't have a number at the bottom. All the other cards are numbered, but I just think that's like super cute. And these cards, I just think they're really lovely. I just enjoy the art very much. And I like the whole idea that you know, this artist went to the cemetery and kind of you know, sort of drew the things that she saw there and incorporated it into a little oracle, 2 little oracle decks. The Laurel Grove deck, they work so nicely together because, you know, they're all in these little diamonds and they've got similar art styles. And so I've been using them together on my Instagram and it's been working out really, really well. I think they read really nicely together. I was trying to look and see if there was an extra card. Excuse me, it's high allergy season, right? Oh, there was. So I did put that little thank you card in there. And I'll use that, you know, if it comes up in readings, I give them little meanings of my own. The little books are very minimal, but I mean, I haven't had any problems. You can either use these intuitively, and I think they lend themselves really well to that. Or you can look up, there's a little phrase. Each card is numbered, and then you can look up the number of the card, and it has a little phrase. And it tells you how to use it. And it's got a little bit about the artist. And it's got a little bit about the deck, you know, in the cemetery as well. I think that there's just something very like whimsical about these. I saw them a while ago and I just kind of didn't pick them up at the time. And I saw them again and I was like, this is the right time for these. They are really cute. I just felt like I wanted to dabble in these oracle decks a little. So that's really kind of all I wanted to say at the moment. Oh, I guess I will mention one other thing. I think that the Bonaventure decks are sold out, at least at the time of making this video. But what I saw was that there were some damaged decks for sale. So this is supposedly a damaged deck that I received, but I really can't find anything wrong with the box. And the only thing that I saw, I'm not even sure if the camera's gonna pick it up. One of the cards has just a tiny bit of wonky edging, gilding. And I mean, that doesn't bother me even a little bit. I got this for a really good price. And I was perfectly happy with, you know, the deck I received. If the box had been a little damaged, I mean, I would have been fine with that. So I always think it's kind of nice when creators don't just like, you know, throw those decks aside. Sometimes little production things happen. It was nice to be able to pick that up. And I think she still has a few of the damaged copies on her site, which I will link in the description. And then because this one I believe is the newer deck, I think there's still like copies of the, you know, undamaged copies of the deck. So I hope this has been helpful. I don't think these decks get enough attention. So I wanted to kind of talk about them a little bit. They give me a sort of they give me a little bit of a Mildred Payne Pocket Oracle kind of vibe. They're a little bit bigger than the Mildred Payne Secret Pocket Oracle because these are standard playing card size and those are maybe about half that size. But this is just really nice. They shuffle pretty well. They're a little firmer cardstock than I would normally, you know, care for, but you know, they overhand perfectly beautifully, and they do rifle for me. They're just a little, like I said, a little firmer than I would like, but they'll probably loosen up a little bit too. As long as I can rifle, I'm a pretty happy camper. I don't care if I have to struggle a tiny bit. But because of the size, I'm able to do that. It works out pretty well for me. So I hope this has been helpful. There's been a bunch of posts about these lately on my Instagram, so you can pop over there if you'd like to see some more and see some readings. I've been doing some daily readings with these. If you have any questions, just leave me a comment. And I hope you have a fantastic day.